Welcome to this Tutor to You sociology topic video on work, poverty and welfare, focusing on Weberian explanations of poverty. Max Weber was an influential sociologist whose ideas on religion, bureaucracy, power, status and organisation of work became part of a significant shift in sociological thinking in the 20th century. Seen as the founding father of social action theory, Weber's contribution to sociology includes how individuals' social locations, that is, the status they have in society, is often based upon their market situation or the value of the skills and abilities they have in society. Weber incorporates elements of structural sociology in his work, but is more focused on how individuals are allocated status based upon their individual experiences and abilities and the extent to which these are valued in society. Weber's influence has extended from social action theories into some forms of neo-Marxism and critical theories, particularly those that examine the different experiences of individuals in society. In relation to poverty, Weber's lasting contribution is that of explaining how an individual's market situation impacts on their ability to gain status and subsequent economic rewards in society. Market situation refers to the value that society places upon the skills and abilities that an individual has, and also how scarce these abilities are. The more scarce the skills an individuals have, the more society values them. This enables those with the most desirable skills to charge more for their services, which in turn provides them with a higher status. Weber's view is different to that of Marx, who saw a class conflict between those that owned the means of production and those that did not. Weber's view is different, in that rather than suffer exploitation at the hands of the ruling class, some individuals are able to negotiate their position based upon the skills they have, which are in demand. In terms of poverty, those with the least scarce skills are also those that are most likely to be in poverty. According to Weber, those who are in poverty do not possess unique and scarce sets of skills, and therefore are paid less for their labour. For example, those working in manual labour and retail are often perceived to have skill sets that are more abundant in society, and so are paid less for their labour. More skilled workers, such as those in medicine, science and technology, have skills that are increasingly rare in society, and so they will generate higher wages due to both being in demand and there being a limited supply of people who are able to do that job. This can be applied when using medicine as an example. Doctors will need to follow specific pathways in order to obtain the skills necessary to practice. This includes university, specialist training, and continuous professional development to keep up with medical advances. Even within medicine, there are some areas such as neurosurgery, orthopedics, and cardiology, where the level of skill required is scarce, even compared to other medical professionals, and as a result, these occupations earn more money than general practitioners who do not have the same level of specialist knowledge. Another more contemporary example is that of transport workers, particularly lorry drivers. In the UK, both during the COVID-19 pandemic and as a result of changing legislation surrounding Brexit, there was a shortfall of skilled and licensed HGV drivers, which improved the market situation of those that had these skills. This prompted calls for increased pay and improved conditions in order to attract those with these skills. Weber's work also examined concepts of status and power and how this influenced those in poverty. Those in poverty would have a lower status in society and thus have less political power as they were seen of lesser value. Thus, those in poverty are marginalised and unable to tackle issues surrounding poverty, which explains the persistence of poverty in society. Individuals are often judged upon their contribution to the economy rather than society, and those that contribute least are given lower status. This leads marginalised groups in society, the young, elderly, disabled and unemployed, to have lower status and therefore less power to change the values attributed to them. This maintains levels of poverty. Weber's ideas are influential on the development of concepts such as relative deprivation, whereby individuals make a subjective judgment on how deprived they are compared to the rest of society. Relative deprivation measures allow researchers to consider the different choices individuals have in their spending patterns and what values that attribute to the goods and services they need to acquire. Furthermore, the Weberian view considers the role of the structure of society in deciding the value of different skill sets. However, it does fail to explain why wealth is often accumulated by those with least value to the economy, for example, those with inherited wealth. Finally, Weberian views are applicable to contemporary society as status has replaced skills in many fields. For example, celebrity culture might give individuals status despite having skills that are less scarce in society than others. Wealth accumulation is not simply achieved through skills, but in combination with both status and power. That concludes this Tutor to You Sociology topic video on work, poverty and welfare, looking at Weberian explanations of poverty. Thanks for watching.